Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Wild Eye Week, Day 4. Today we're going to be talking about the Black Cat. But before I get into my review, I wanted to take the time to thank Wild Eye for sending me the screener to review for you guys. They have an awesome company. They are definitely where it's at with independent horror. I'm going to put the links to their YouTube channel and their official website in the description box below. Definitely check them out. Okay, The Black Cat is a 2017 film which runs approximately 80 minutes, and it is an anthology. And you guys know what that means. Now, what I do with anthologies is I break them down part by part and give you a kind of a ranking through 1 through 10 on the actual segments themselves, and then I'll give an overall grade of what I think the anthology was worth as a whole. In this one, we actually have 3 segments. So, the first segment in this anthology is called The House of the Black Cat. Now, this is written and directed by Chris Malowski, and it stars Eric Bauer and Jeffrey Voice. Now, this is an Italian anthology, from what I could gather. Although it is in English, you don't have to read subtitles, except for... No, you don't have to read subtitles in this, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. One of the things I noticed about this first segment is that it was hazy and very dreamlike, which really added to the artsiness of this segment. This one's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to say too much and give it away, but this is about a blind man who has a woman who serves him. He's an artist, and he's drawing a picture of the house that they're living in. This is also about a robber who comes to the house in order to break in and steal some stuff. And they're both haunted by the screams of a black cat. And that's pretty much all I can say. I have to leave it there because I don't want to give anything away. Now, I gave this segment a 7. Thought it was pretty good. Very artsy, very unexplained, but with an ambiguous ending also, I think, fuels the imagination, in my opinion. Okay, we have segment 2, and this one's called Black. Now, this is directed by Damiano Cristofaro, and it stars Chiaro Pavaroni and Giorgio Agri. Okay, this was my least favorite of the bunch. The thing I could nitpick about this one was it had a little bit of bad sound. So it was kind of hard to hear the dialogue. It was all overdubbed anyway, but it was kind of hard to hear. Now, this is about a woman who cheats on her husband with kind of like the doorman of the building that they live in. And he gets his revenge. And I'm going to leave it there. I gave this one a 5. There were things in particular I didn't particularly care for about this one. The acting being one of them. The other was a little bit of the subject matter, but that's just my personal taste. So, and I'm not going to tell you what that is. That's for you to watch and find out for yourself. Okay, segment number 3 is called Insomnia, and in my opinion, definitely the best segment on this anthology. Insomnia is directed by Brace Beltempo, and it stars Stefano Sala and Celine Feltrin. Now, this is about a woman in a police station who recounts what happened to her family. And what it does is it goes back from there, and she lives in a house with her husband and her daughter, and there's a nanny that takes care of the daughter and the husband because the wife hasn't really been feeling like herself lately. As a matter of fact, this is her on the back. She gets possessed by the soul of a black cat. And pretty much does her family in. That's the story in a nutshell. Um, but it's done extremely well. The house that they filmed at felt like a character in this segment, and I just thought it was great. It was so well done. The special effects were great. The acting was great. The makeup effects were great. I gave this one an 8. I thought it was really done well. Which means that the Black Cat, since I pretty much averaged it out, it gets a 7, which is pretty good for an anthology. I don't believe that anthology should be judged basically on the sum of its on the whole anthology, but I think it should be judged on the sum of its parts. So that's how I came up with a 7. Definitely check this one out. I was very surprised. Another special thank you to Wild Eye for sending me this to review for you guys. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.